Welcome to the 2016 State of the County Address. We appreciate your attendance and hope that the information you see will bring to mind challenges and opportunities that working together we can accomplish for Washington County. As you watch the information that's provided, hopefully it will show the commitment of Washington County government to bringing increased vitality and economic opportunity to our community. Working together, we can all help build a better Washington County.
We are building a better Washington County through relationship building across the state. This will ensure our county plays a key role in obtaining our legislative goals.
We are building a better Washington County by exploring international economic development opportunities that will bring good-paying jobs to our citizens.
We are building a better Washington County through our relationships in Annapolis. We are working with the right people to make sure our county has a seat at the table.
We are building a better Washington County through business recruitment and retention efforts. These efforts have resulted in the lowest county unemployment rate since 2008. Help us build a better Washington County.
We're all not going to agree to everything, but we did have the ability to work together and make sound decisions to move our county forward.
One of the things that we were fortunate enough to be able to accomplish this past year was establishing an international economic development partnership with not only a sister county in South Korea, but also several organizations there, including a university system that we feel will yield substantial benefit for Washington County in the near future. We've had businesses that have expressed interest in locating in Washington County, and actually even our initial contact has now grown into a combination of businesses that are evaluating a new business plan that will provide even a greater economic benefit to Washington County through that partnership. We also have some new opportunities that are on the horizon that we didn't initially anticipate. We think that this will be a real opportunity for us as we move forward to see new and exciting things happen on the international front.
Working together with a positive attitude, we can go far as a community.
Economic development takes a village. We have forged strong partnerships among the various stakeholders in our community. A great example of how we work together was the attraction of Pinnacle Foods to Hagerstown. For this deal, Washington County presented itself in a united front, which included members of our state delegation, the state of Maryland, the city of Hagerstown, and the county. We crafted a strategy. As a result, Pinnacle purchased the Shenandoah Family Farm facility. This year, we launched the Manufacturing Roundtable. The Roundtable is an opportunity for manufacturers to come together to discuss common issues. They can share solutions to problems, and they learn what their neighboring manufacturers do, thus developing new supplier-customer relationships within Washington County. The Roundtable is run by the manufacturers. It's not run by local government. Government in this case served as the initiator of the program, and we will continue to serve, but in a capacity as conduit.
whether it be our transportation system for more efficient utilization of our roads and offloading key intersections, or critical assets such as a senior center, new schools, or even our administration complex that allow us to provide additional assets to the citizens of Washington County. We continue to move forward.
Really exciting projects. Among them are the senior center, about to open in February. In addition to the senior center, two other projects going on now in Hagerstown are the improvements at 80 West Baltimore Street and the improvements at 100 West Washington Street to improve ADA at 100 West Washington and to improve customer service at 80 West Baltimore Street. With the improvements here at 80 West, not only adding the additional permit technician, but putting the departments in the right location. What coming through the door, the customer will be immediately greeted by our front-end secretary, who now is a full-time position, ready to serve, and knows what's going on throughout the building and capable of supporting that customer's needs. As you walk through the building, there's going to be multiple spaces for conference rooms and places for citizens, customers to sit down and discuss their specific project with the permit technicians, the plan reviewers, and so forth, so that they can do that in a environment that's largely quieter and more hospitable. Also, we have Yale Drive and Professional Drive that's under construction right now. As of the fall, asphalt was placed on Yale Drive, the connection between the medical campus and the back of the community college. C. William Hetzer, local contractor, is doing a fantastic job and really making a lot of progress out there, even putting some additional extension to Professional Boulevard that with the fill and so forth, that's been a real cost savings on the project. With the state's recent announcement of some of their consolidated transportation plan, came to Washington County about $4.2 million of additional money, which will help offset our local costs and make more local money available for all kinds of projects. Washington County's been campaigning for this State Highway Administration to take a serious look, and MDOT overall to take a serious look at the improvements to Interstate 81. We recently provided them a cost estimate that we found to be closer to $200 million rather than the $500 million that was originally planned, and their response was $291 million. So the overall cost that SHA has estimated for Interstate 81 improvements is coming down. That'll help get that project and those improvements into their consolidated transportation plan.
One of our major accomplishments in Washington County is to see the continued growth at Hagerstown Regional Airport. We are very pleased with that facility. Hats off to the fine folks at our Hagerstown Airport and all their hard work.
It was another successful year at Hagerstown Regional Airport here in Washington County. In February of this past year, Legion announced that it would establish service down to Clearwater St. Pete. So that not only gave us an opportunity for 2 flights down to Florida, but it also gives us 4 flights. So we're very excited to have that service. As a result of that additional service and additional service with Sun Air, our passenger counts now have increased. We've been fortunate enough to have just about 50,000 passengers pass through the doors of the terminal here at Hagerstown, whether they were inside coming in from Florida or going out to Florida or going down to Dulles International or up to Pittsburgh International. The other thing that what happened at Hagerstown, Sun Air announced that they would start service in September. In addition to Dulles, they would start service up to Pittsburgh International. And within the first 2 weeks of establishing that additional service, the ridership increased 47%. So all those things combined were accountable for the 50,000 passengers that we had that came through the doors at the airport. Another thing that came out this past year was an economic impact study. The airport continues to be a huge economic engine for Washington County, with over just about $109 million in business revenue and just about 1,450 employees as a result of the airport being here. So that in itself is a huge economic engine for the county, and we're very proud to have that happen.
This is a really exciting place to be here in Solar County, Maryland. I'm so proud on your behalf. I'm so proud that Maryland has such a leader. That you are the solar powerhouse right now when it comes to solar power for the state of Maryland.
On Earth Day last year, the county held a lighting up ceremony to celebrate the startup of the county solar project. This is a public-private partnership project which will generate up to 25 megawatts of solar electricity on capped landfill and future underutilized landfill property with no monetary investment by the county. Utilization of this renewable energy source for the county's electric usage through net metering will result in reducing the county's carbon footprint. Additionally, this project will provide income to the county and long-term electrical savings. The county is still actively working with our private partner in the development of the Waste to Renewable Energy project, which will take the county's trash and turn it into a transportation diesel fuel. Though this project has experienced some delays due to the state of Maryland permitting procedure requirements, the project is still moving forward. For a second year in a row, Washington County has held the highest Maryland recycling rate in the state of Maryland, with a 60.59% recycling rate. This achievement was possible by local businesses reporting their recycling efforts through the county programs which stimulated an increase in curbside recycling by private corporations and a residential permit program at the landfill locations.
Over this past year, we have seen a more user-friendly building permits department. I'm proud of what we have done down on Baltimore Street.
Over the past 12 months, we've served virtually every inspection within 24 hours. Some inspections have been served in less than 24 hours. All those that have been called the day before, within 24 business hours, they've been provided inspections. With over 30,000 inspections annually, the rate of service and the consistency through our inspections, the communication among our inspectors and staff and the customers has been fantastic. In plan review and permitting, we did a number of things to speed up the process with getting plans reviewed and subsequently construction permits issued. And those included simultaneous review of plans while permits were being reviewed and building plans were being reviewed. That's helped spur the development of additional growth. Permitting side, in the last 6 months we've issued about 3,300 permits. That's up from last year's, over the last 2 years in fact. We've had a number of improvements as far as same-day permits, scheduled permitting 1 day a week. With the Commissioner's support, we've added an additional permit technician to reduce wait times to improve customer service. We have offered inspections during off hours, during weekends, and we have made various improvements to speed up the process for building plan review and permit inspections.
As we move forward in 2016, we continue to increase our efficiency for county operations and accomplish new objectives in infrastructure and project management. We have reorganized our Department of Emergency Services. Fortunately, with the upcoming training center, that is one of the key initiatives that the county needs to accomplish to help support our emergency services. We had someone that was willing to take the reins of that, knowing that our emergency services personnel are only as good as the training we receive, and that allowed us an opportunity to refocus on other initiatives and reorganize in a way that a new director will be able to move emergency services forward in conjunction with our partners such as the Washington County Volunteer Fire and Rescue Association. We look forward to the opportunities that will provide and how that we can improve emergency services in Washington County.
The comprehensive plan is a general, long-term plan that provides analysis and guidance for making decisions on how land is developed or preserved in the future. A successful and effective plan relies heavily on citizen participation. In the past year, the County Commissioners, the Planning Commission, the Planning and Zoning Department, and many other county departments began the update process by collecting the latest data on population trends, arranging meetings to gather feedback from residents and service providers, and launching a web page devoted to educating and engaging citizens. In the coming year, the county will continue to use citizen feedback to draft an updated comprehensive plan and present it in a series of public information meetings for comment, revision, and adoption. Everyone is welcome and encouraged to participate.
Comprehensive planning's impact on economic development is profound because it saves a place for business. It saves a place for where we go to work. And the planning ensures that businesses can thrive because it provides for the development of infrastructure such as water, sewer, and power. Planning provides a transportation network that's integrated and efficient, not only for the transport of freight, but also it provides for ways for us to get to the workplace. Our quality of life, a factor important to businesses, is enhanced and protected by a comprehensive plan. It creates harmony and balance between individual rights and the interests of the community.
None of this could be accomplished, of course, without the dedication of county employees. We certainly have a group of employees that work tirelessly to accomplish the goals and objectives set by the commissioners, and even in extreme circumstances such as we saw with the blizzard of 2016, work tirelessly again to ensure that the citizens of Washington County were plowed out as quickly as possible. Without their hard work and dedication, we'd not be able to accomplish the goals that have been set with the resources available. So we thank you for the services you provide. As we move forward through 2016, we look forward to renewing relationships with our partners so that we can move forward with the critical projects needed to build a better Washington County. The commissioners know that there are needs from all of our partners in the community, and many of those have been deferred until a time that was right for everyone to be able to come together with available resources and make a major project happen that has substantial impact that will give a greater return to the taxpayer. We know that there are educational needs in downtown Hagerstown, including the public school system and university system of Maryland. The theater certainly has needs to help leverage the arts and entertainment district that provides a greater venue for bringing people downtown. We also have other partners such as the Convention and Visitors Bureau, museum, etc., that can have a substantial impact on consolidated projects downtown. And obviously we have developers that have assets that can help leverage projects in a way that all projects can be tied together at one time and make a substantial impact on the revitalization of downtown Hagerstown. The commissioners have had a defined financial plan and a series of goals that have taken quite some time to come to fruition given our financial constraints. We know that we are now nearing completion of our senior center in the city of Hagerstown. That should be opening later this month. We have a new elementary school, the Jonathan Hager Elementary, that will be opening later this spring. We're certainly pleased with the improvements to our administrative annexes that we've been able to provide, which is a commitment to downtown Hagerstown and city center. We're pleased to be able to provide more public access to the commissioners and to county government structure for our citizens. With those coming to completion and knowing that we've had a series of road networks such as Robinwood Drive, such as Yale Drive that's currently under construction, several other major road projects to tie our road infrastructure together that we know are planned, programmed, and ready to go. It's time for us to refocus on new projects that we're able to accomplish that we know our partners have certainly been eagerly awaiting, and that working together we will be able to accomplish. The commissioners have, through our budgetary process in the recent past, been able to determine that now is a time that working with our partners and in a partnership that we can accomplish some of those goals and start to really see a revitalization of downtown Hagerstown that everyone has anticipated. So we're pleased to be able to invite our partners to join with us in making those goals now a reality and starting down the road of seeing those projects come to fruition and making a lasting impact on downtown Hagerstown. We would like to invite our partners to stand with us at this point in time to make these projects happen. It will take everyone working together. It will take all the financial resources that each of us have to bring these projects to bear. With that, we would like to set up a time that we can begin planning and design and construction of these projects so that we can quickly move into a phase where we see not only activity in downtown Hagerstown, but an excitement level that will be apparent because of the outcomes that are anticipated by making these projects happen. So the commissioners have directed that our office contact the various partners, set up a time when we can get together and begin this planning process, and we invite you to work with the commissioners and make these projects happen so that we can have a lasting impact on our community. Working together, we can certainly change the conversation. Imagine what we could accomplish together if we would do what we can.